If you could win the morning, you could win the day. And really my goal is creating routines in the morning and in the evening so I don't have to suffer from what a lot of people do called decision fatigue, saying that you could only make a certain amount of good decisions in a day, and after that you can't. Right? And so how do you insulate yourself is one of the ways to doing that is to create regular rituals and routines so you don't have to think about what you need to do. And if you could set up routines and habits, especially early in the day, you could benefit from this science and momentum and create positive momentum as opposed to being reactive, like how a lot of people do. They pick up their phone the first thing and they start reacting and driving distraction and reaction, as opposed to proactively spending time with self-care and self-love and having a vision and a direction for your day. So let's get into it. The first thing I do is and some of this is not in order, but I'll give you the basic building blocks. The first thing I do when I wake up is I recall my dreams. It's all about the power of your dreams to be able to transform your life, and how some of the most amazing inventions, scientific breakthroughs, literature, music came from your dreams, because it's when you're dreaming is that you're actually processing and integrating and working on solutions, your subconscious mind, to the things that you're focusing on during the daytime. But most people forget their dreams. After that, I get out of bed and I make the bed. Okay, and now this is something that is obvious that most of you do, but if you don't do it, take 2 minutes and make your bed, because that's a success habit, right? If we're talking about positive momentum, the science momentum, getting things done, checking things off, doing it with excellence, then make your bed. It's worth the 1 or 2 minutes, because again, how you do anything is how you do everything. And to have a good check mark on something like making your bed is very powerful, because it teaches you to be able to do something really well in excellence like they do in the military. After that, what I'll do is I'll go into the kitchen and I'll have a tall glass of water, because we use a lot of water and most of us are very dehydrated at night. But I take my probiotics, which is the big one, because your gut is your second brain. We talk about quick brain, being your brain in your head, but you also have incredible amount of nerve cells in your gut. And so I want to make sure that's being fed and healthy, so I take my probiotics. Then what I do is I do my breathing, right? I'm thinking about the things I'm focusing on here. I'm thinking about excellence. I'm thinking about hydration. I'm thinking about oxygen. And so years ago, about 5 years ago, I got to share the stage and then also interview Wim Hof, and some of you know him as the Iceman. Whatever your breathing technique is, I focus on breathing. So whether it's box breathing or alpha breathing, whether it's Wim Hof's method, I do a breathing technique because I want to fully oxygenate my body and my brain, which is obviously part of my body also as well. I do my meditation in the morning and also later in the afternoon or evening, sometimes before I go to bed, but I always do an early morning meditation. I do it for about 20 minutes. And again, this is an episode for another time, but mindfulness is so important. So I want to have a clear mind as I enter the day. And so meditation puts me in that space. 15, 20 minutes. Some of you use Headspace app. Some of you use the Muse device, use some kind of technology. From there, I do 1 or 2 minutes of just movement. And this could be different. It could be calisthenics, it could be burpees, but I just want to get into my body after I meditate. And so I move my body pretty intensely for a couple minutes. And if I'm in a hotel room, maybe I'm just doing jumping jacks, but I'm doing crunches for 2 minutes straight. I'm just waking my body. That is not my exercise for the day. It's just for me to get my heart rate beating and getting some movement in my body. My exercise for me personally, I do it later in the afternoon. From there, I take a shower, and it's cold shower, and I do believe in cold therapy. It works for me. It helps me to reset my nervous system. Cold therapy is a very powerful way of resetting your nervous system and reducing inflammation. So I take a cold shower. When I get out, I go through my normal routine, right, of shaving and brushing my teeth, all that good stuff. And I'm a big believer in journaling. I've been doing it since I've been in college. And I feel like some of the most amazing thinkers of our time and in history, they journal and they keep diaries. I mean, you think about Edison, Einstein, Da Vinci. I mean, their journals are priceless, right? From there, right from journaling, since I'm writing, and I like writing. There's a lot of studies saying that handwriting is better than actually typing. Then, since I'm writing already, I'm going to my to-do list. And we all have most of us have an ongoing to-do list of things that we need to get done. For me, the big thing is I just want to be able to accomplish, as a total win, 3 things for work and 3 things personally. And they don't have to be all epic big things, but I just feel like that if I could get 3 of my work goals done on my to-do list and 3 of my personal things to do, then it's been a great day. And, it's kind of like my friend Clay Hebert talks about a champagne moment. It's like your champagne moment when you're looking back at the end of the day saying, yes, today was a great day. Today I crushed it. Today I won. From there, if I have time, I'll make time for the things that are most important, is I read. I read for about 20, 30 minutes. And this is so important because if you do this already, if you are a reader, and for most of you, you could actually finish 1 book a week just by reading 30 minutes a day, but you have to schedule it to be able to do it.